Hello, everyone. I don't really know exactly what this video is supposed to be. I just figured, since today is the last day of the year, we might sit down and just have a friendly chat about different things. So why don't we start with the channel itself? This was a good year for the channel. We went from about 130 subscribers to now closing in around 600 or so. I think we're at like 540 something as I record this. I haven't looked today. Of course, I'll see when I upload the video, but it was a good year. And of course, I have all of you to thank for that. So thank you. I hope I am never not grateful for the support that you show the channel. And I understand to some people 540 subscribers is not going to seem like a lot, but to me it is very validating, and it has been a huge motivator to try and make more time to make content, because I don't really have a lot of time to do that, and I am setting some money aside to hopefully save up and get some new equipment, because one day I do want to do more full production kind of stuff, because that's what I did in high school. I spent like 8 years of my life doing film and theater and all this other stuff, but the resources I have at the moment are quite limited for that. But in the future I do want to be a more traditional ASMR creator with the green screen and the ring lights and props and whatever, but that's a pipe dream for now. But I do believe that 2025 is going to be a big year for this channel. I have a lot of ideas and a lot of stuff that I've been prepping for that I think is going to really elevate the channel into the future, and hopefully the content gets better as well. I know that's pretty vague, but I have high hopes. So I'm going into next year with a newfound fever, I guess, to make content. And it's really weird now, because when I started this channel 2 years ago, well, almost 2 years ago, in April it'll be 2 years since my first upload. But when I started the channel back then, I was a lot more anxious about it. I think I cared more about how it was perceived. And not that I don't care now, but it's weird to try to explain, where it's like, I don't really care if people hate it anymore like I did back then. Like, obviously you can't please everybody, and I think that took time to really set in for me. And I just have to go and make the best that I can and do the best that I can consistently, and hope to get better each time. And before, it was more like, oh, what if people don't like it, or what if, and I think the longer you ask yourself what if, the more likely you are to just not do something, right? Like the more you fill yourself with doubt, the worse things are going to be. So I've learned really to stop being so doubtful of stuff and just go with it, wing it, whatever. If it doesn't work out, it's a learning experience, really. And I think that has helped in a lot of ways to try and maintain a more consistent schedule, because I know I haven't been the best at that, and I'm still not, but hopefully I'll have one soon. I think I'm gonna do Monday and Friday as like the goals for uploading. Of course, this is going up on a Tuesday, so maybe it'll be like a Tuesday and Friday thing. I don't know. I'll set that up next year. I'm still thinking about the whole memberships thing. If I want to do it, if I don't, what I could do for that, really, I don't know. Exclusive videos, obviously, that kind of thing, but if you have any ideas for what I could do for memberships on this channel, because of course we unlock those with 500 subscribers, please do let me know in the comments, of course. But I'm still working on that, and yeah, I mean, I'm very excited for 2025 for the channel, and I hope that you guys are too, so be sure to stick around for that, obviously. And speaking of the future, in a sense, what inspired me to make this video was the idea of New Year's resolutions. And I was working for a couple of days now to try and make some kind of pseudo roleplay New Year's resolution consultant thing to work. And, you know, in the last couple of hours, I sort of scrapped that idea because it wasn't really doing what I wanted it to. And I think part of that is because I don't show myself on camera in that way. I think it would work much better if I did. And it's not because, you know, well, part of it is because I don't want to right now, but I don't know, it's a whole thing. But I do want to eventually, of course, do more traditional roleplay stuff, but that ultimately didn't work. But I never understood the resolution thing. I think I mentioned in one of my other videos that I don't really do New Year's resolutions. I normally just resolve to try my best. I think I talked about it a couple videos ago, I don't know. I may have just had a conversation with a friend for that, but I never understood the New Year's resolution thing, because like 90% of people or something, 85, 90%, some percentage like that I remember reading, just fail in the first 2 weeks, because I think they're mostly performative. Obviously, I don't want to discredit you if it's a thing that works for you, you know, that's great, but I've never known anyone to complete a New Year's resolution, and I think maybe part of the problem is the idea of having to complete a New Year's resolution sort of throws everyone off, if that makes sense. Like, how do you complete going to the gym, right? Is going to the gym once enough? Is it once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week? Is it, you know, I feel like the way we go about New Year's resolutions should be more goal focused, I guess, and less idea focused, if that makes sense. And I apologize if my voice is cutting out a little bit. I've been talking for like 14 hours. But it has always felt like most people that do the resolution thing do it in a way that's mostly just really vague. Like, and you know, I'm no different, obviously, with the try my best thing. That, what does that even mean, right? You can't quantify what that means. It's all just nonsense, really. But I think if you have a goal that you want to achieve, and making it a New Year's resolution, I think puts too much pressure on the goal, and then that makes it much more difficult for most people to actually reach and achieve. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me. I don't know if I've explained it very well, but yeah, I just don't know. If you want to share your New Year's resolution, feel free, and maybe you have a unique perspective on it. I would love to hear that, because I've never done a New Year's resolution where I start a habit or something, or like a learn an instrument thing. I think makes more sense to me as a New Year's resolution, but at the same time, I still feel that if you make it a New Year's resolution, it's going to make it way harder to complete. So I don't know. I never understood the New Year's resolution thing, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm out of touch, right? There's always a chance that I could just be out of touch. But yeah, that is why I wanted to make this video, just to talk about New Year's resolutions, I guess. But I also wanted to talk, because I've had this in front of you the whole time for the last 10 minutes. Part of it is just because I think it's more interesting to just look at, this book than the plain brown towel that I use for my backdrop. But I wanted to take a minute to talk about creativity. And obviously, in my last video, I shared that I had recently got The Creative Act by Rick Rubin, partly because I've mentioned in videos before that I consider myself a very creative person, and I've been a writer and a theater kid and a film student and all these other things for years and years and years, and I just struggle so much with completing things. Like, obviously I have this one here, right? And this one is a writing project that I call them, because it's not actually a novel yet. It's nowhere close. This one I started, I think, around this time in 2022. I think December of 2022 is when I started this. And of course, I say I started it in 2022. I had the idea for what's in here, for the story that's contained within it, in like 2014. When I was 13 years old, I think, is when I had the original idea for what that is. And I just never got around to writing it, and I still haven't, because I guess I procrastinate too much or something. I don't know. And I'm hoping there's some wisdom there in the Creative Act that will help me not do that so much, where I start projects and I never finish them, because I have this one, I have this one, I have how many, untold number of different creative endeavors sitting on file folders, and that just sit there unfinished and are never completed. So I'm hoping that going into next year, that I can stop sabotaging myself, I suppose, when it comes to creative pursuits. And I don't know why I do it. I haven't spoken to a therapist about it. I don't even know if that would help or whatnot, but I want to finish what's in here. I think it's really good. Conceptually, at least. I think the actual product, I think, is kind of shit, because you can barely read it, but conceptually, I think the idea is really good. I think this one, I think, is better, but at the same time, both of these remain unfinished, and I have two others that haven't even been opened yet, so there's a whole world of possibilities that I could stick in there. But I have to start with finishing one of them, and maybe that should be my New Year's resolution, to finish one of these damn things. But maybe that would just make it worse if I said I'm going to commit and finish one of these projects. And I stopped calling them novels, because I used to be one of those kids that would be like, oh, I'm going to write a novel one day or whatever. But nowadays I just call them my unfinished writing projects, because that's what they are. Of course, I only have the 2 right now that are actually in notebooks like this. I have like 17 of them or something. Like, I forgot what it was at when I last checked, but I had at least 12 that I had named, sitting on my Google Drive in various states of unfinished. You know, some are only like a page and a half long, and that really just ideas more than anything. And I don't expect myself to ever complete any of those, but I do have one that I tried to do for National Novel Writing Month. And if you don't know what that is, it's pretty self-explanatory, but it was huge when I was in high school. Like, I knew like 6, 7, 8 different people that were trying to do it back in high school, and that's what got me started on it. And, you know, every year I've wanted to try it, you know, just to see if I can complete it. I never did. You know, I think the longest I got to before this year was like 3,000 words. And I understand there have been some controversies with NaNoWriMo recently, and I'm probably not going to try and do that again, with what I've heard about that company or organization or whatever they are. So I'm probably not going to do that again. Missed my opportunity, whatever. But I did get one this year to about 17,000 words. I think it's at right now. And I haven't touched it since. So I don't know why. I like the idea. I like what was going for it, and the work that I've put in I really enjoyed, but I just haven't touched it in 3 weeks or so. 3, 4 weeks, maybe a whole month. I don't know. I just, at one point I stopped writing and haven't gotten back into it. So I don't know why I have so much trouble pursuing things creatively, but you know, I guess it's all part of the process, is what they say. But hopefully 2025 will be better. Obviously I gotta change a habit somewhere, but old habits die hard, is what they say. So I don't know if that'll actually change or not. We'll have to see. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm at page 26, and of course I can't look up the words with a keyboard command, but if I had to guess, I'd say there's like 7,000, 8,000 words in here. Maybe. That might be an overestimate, and this one is like twice as long, so, you know, I'll figure it out eventually. But that is a creative update from me. I don't really talk about the things I'm doing creatively much on this channel. Maybe that's what I'll do on the second channel, right? Like, just talk about the stories that I might never finish. Maybe that'll be fun. Somebody might watch that. I don't know, but I think maybe it's a fear of the future kind of thing. I've always been kind of bad with that. I think I don't remember what it was that I read, but a couple years ago, I read something about like depression is when you're stuck in the past, and anxiety is when you're stuck on the future. And I think I have a poor habit of thinking too much about the future and letting it sort of control me. And I think a lot of it's probably bullshit, right? Like, I don't think I need to worry so much. Obviously, I think, you know, I believe in being prepared, but, you know, when do you cross the line with preparedness and paranoia? So that, I think, might be an attributing factor to to where I'm at with all of that, and hopefully this video is something that you guys are enjoying, because I truly I have no idea what I'm talking about. If you gave me a microphone and a podcast, I could probably talk for 6 hours straight about nothing. So if anyone in sports media, has an opening, hit me up, because I could fill the airtime lickety split. That would be a dream job, actually. I wouldn't mind that. I love talking sports, especially the NFL, as a lot of you probably know. I haven't done a couple of videos on NFL stuff in a while, just because they don't perform very well, and I think it was kind of a dead end doing that, so it hasn't really come up. Maybe I'll do an end of season recap here in a week, maybe, but a lot of exciting stuff, of course, going on in the NFL, but that is what it is. So I think I'm going to end this here before I start going on some completely incomprehensible tangent. I hope you did enjoy whatever this is. Kind of a throwaway video, I get that. But my next video will be something much more experimental that I've been working on. And I think you will really enjoy it. It might not be out for another week or so, but my next one I am really looking forward to. I think we'll start 2025 with a bang with that project. So I do hope you look forward to that one. But yeah, things are going good. Things are going good. I hope all of you watching enjoy New Year's, and I hope 2025 is prosperous for you. I hope 2025 is kind to you. I hope we all are able to survive through the chaos. And I thank you all for watching. As always, I hope to speak with you all again soon, and goodbye for now.